How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Okay, so my clients have volunteered to be on this video today, and I'm really excited because we really want to hear your story, how you guys got here, your relocation from Nashville. I mean, it's a big move, right?
Yes.
So let's start off by intros.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Ariel,
My name is Orpaz.
and we live in Nashville, Tennessee.
How long have you guys been in Nashville?
I've been raised there all my life.
I've been 7 years in Nashville, and I'm from Israel,
Amazing. Where in Israel are you from, Orpaz?
from Jerusalem.
Oh, beautiful. How is it moving to Nashville and being there for 7 years?
Really difficult, but exciting, and I'm more excited to move to Vegas right now.
Amazing.
And there is a lot of community of Jewish here, Israeli, so I feel welcome. I feel part of the journey here.
Yes, we have a lot of, Jewish people that live here, a lot of great Jewish delis and restaurants and communities. So obviously that's very important for you, especially moving across from Nashville. So talk to us about why you even consider moving to Las Vegas.
Well, I know definitely for you growing up in Jerusalem, you're used to that desert climate.
Yes.
And I'm definitely looking forward to some drier heat over here. So Nashville has a significant amount of humidity in the summer months and rain and storms. And Las Vegas definitely is shielded from all those natural disasters.
And I'm used to the desert already, so it's really easy for me.
Yes.
No humidity,
Yes.
really great sunshine.
Yeah. What else attracted you to Las Vegas?
Vegas has a lot to offer. There's a reason why over 40 million people travel here from all over the world, whether it's, the beloved Strip, the fun casinos that they have to offer over here, wonderful cuisines that you can get from the famous chefs that come over to Vegas and cook here. So, I mean, there's just so much to do. Nashville kind of has still more of that smaller town charm to it, but definitely Vegas is an international city.
Yes, you can't go wrong with all the amazing food options. Chinatown. I
Right?
know you love sushi, so you have a lot of
I
sushi
love sushi.
options.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's so many sushi restaurants here. It seems like a competition. It's everywhere you look, there's another sushi restaurant. So
Absolutely.
Very good.
So tell us a little bit more on your personal side of why Vegas and why moving from a city that you grew up.
So me and Ariel trying to grow up our family, to be a mother and a father, and we feel like it's a really great area to live in. A lot of Israelis, so I feel part of the community.
yeah, and what's important for us now is that once we're trying to grow our family, we want to offer, our children to go to a Jewish school. So in Nashville, there's just not as many options as over here in Vegas. I was pretty shocked to find out that Vegas actually has one of the largest school districts in the entire nation. So a lot of times you think of Vegas as, just a vacation spots and city, but actually it's really family oriented here. I found a fun fact that Vegas actually offers more parks than any other city in the nation.
How did you find me and why did you choose me to represent you as your buyer's agent?
That's a great question.
So we do a lot of research, and Ariel find you in YouTube.
Being that you're on the other side of the country over here, I had to find you digitally. So I find a lot of my information from social media these days, but specifically YouTube. So I find them to be the most informative platform out there, and actually saw a lot of different realtors from Vegas over here. I found that you were actually the most helpful. You came off as very genuine. You came off as somebody that I could actually have a conversation with and do business with. Once my wife and I actually came over to visit Vegas, we actually interviewed several different realtors, and we found that Kaori was the most genuine, and she actually had a specialty in new construction, and that's something that we were looking for.
Well, I always believe that good people attract good people, and, we're meant to be in each other's lives. And, for me, it's not about a transaction, it's about a relationship. And I could see your family growing here, us staying in touch, right? Being at these different birthday parties. I mean, this is a long-lasting relationship. So I'm so happy you found me. And thanks to YouTube. So you guys are watching on my YouTube platform. I'm genuinely so happy to be able to offer video content for people like my clients here that have found me from Nashville, Tennessee. Like, who knew, right? And so, I'm just really, really happy that my two daughters really pushed me to do video marketing 5 years ago. And here we are. I get to see people like you and help you guys relocate here. So let's talk about the journey, right? So you guys came in, you met with me here at the office, and obviously you were interviewing, and I shared with you kind of my take on new construction, resale, market. Let's talk about the discovery. For every client, I do a discovery of different neighborhoods because we don't want to obviously just focus on one. We want to see what's out there, right? So let's talk about the discovery. What neighborhoods were we exploring? Which ones did we cross out? Let's talk about the journey.
Absolutely. Vegas is actually quite large, and once you look at it on the map, we want to see where within Vegas after we identified the city that we want to be in. So at first, what caught our attention was the Section 10. Actually. So it was very unique that it didn't offer an HOA. So coming from Nashville, I've actually never lived in an HOA community. So there's definitely the pros and cons to an HOA, but I found that most of Vegas actually had HOA communities over here. So I was thinking maybe I'm just a creature of habit. I'll just do the same thing, find something where I can make my own terms. Section 10 was really interesting because it actually featured a lot of large lots over there. Most of them are half acre to an acre size, which was very intriguing to me, while still being only about 10 minutes away from the strip. That ended up not going according to plan. As I started to do a little bit more research, I found that Section 10 was lacking the community aspect that my wife and I were looking for. So we're trying to grow our family, and it looked like the Summerlin community was actually going to be the best option for us if we wanted that community aspect.
You could picture yourself going to the parks in Summerlin, right?
Yes.
You know,
To the gym.
To the gym. I know gym is very important for you.
A
Go
lot of
street
young
tourists.
families over there.
And a lot of shopping over there as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So then you guys ruled out Section 10, really focused on Summerlin, and we looked at both resale and new construction.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. What do you think about the resale market?
So like most of the country, very limited right now. Las Vegas actually is very low in their inventory right now. So there wasn't so many options that fit what we were looking for. So then we were ruling the pros and cons of new construction versus the resale. So we traveled around together and saw a few of the resale ones out there. But then it seemed to be the price was so close to the new construction because Vegas saw so much appreciation post-COVID that we ultimately made the decision that new construction made better sense.
Wonderful. What about you, Orpaz? The customization of a home, was that exciting?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
really excited to choose your floor, your kitchen, to be able to start from scratch the way you like it, the way you love it, the way that you're gonna find yourself. Choose something that you really, really like.
Mhm. Yes, and Orpaz has a really great taste and interior design finishes. So
Yes, I can't wait to show you guys how I choose my house, my design.
Mhm. So we went under contract and we're in the construction phase right now. How's that journey been for you?
Yeah, it's been really exciting actually from start to near finish now. So what I like most about it is that you're seeing it from the ground up. So it's almost like you're building your own Legos there. We did the frame walk together, and that was really exciting to see how they position everything, how they're structuring the home.
Yeah. Let's talk about the frame walk inspection, because I think a lot of people, some people have that experience to do the frame walk, especially if it's a new build, right? Some people that do the spec homes, maybe they haven't had that opportunity to do a frame walk. So how was the frame walk inspection for you? What was the biggest takeaway?
Seeing the frame walk was actually extremely helpful. So we were able to see where all the studs are, so we don't have to find a stud finder later. It was really interesting to see how they laid out everything. And then it really comes together once they bring the drywall eventually.
Yes.
But I like doing the frame walk just to see the bones of the home.
Yes. Yeah, to be able to see your bones and the structure of the home before it becomes the home, right? Before the drywall. I think it's such a special moment. And I'm so happy that you guys got to go through that process. Let's talk about design center appointment.
We actually had the luxury of being able to go to the design center, see things with our own eyes, touch and get the feel for it. And I actually enjoyed that aspect a lot because when you buy a resale home, everything's pre-selected from the former owner and you just kind of have to go with it. You can kind of make renovations and changes, but here you eliminate all that stress. You can go right into the renovations now.
Absolutely. What was your favorite part of the home that you were doing the design center for?
The kitchen. I really like the kitchen. I choose my cabinet. They're hazelnut and the backsplash to match it. And it's going to be really, really, really beautiful kitchen.
Yes. And do you spend a lot of time in the kitchen, Orpaz?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot. I love to cook.
Awesome. Awesome. So of course that's going to be your main area. So you want to make sure that it's a beautiful space. I mean, the Taj Mahal tile that they chose is absolutely beautiful. And they actually have an appointment at Arizona Tile to choose the slab next week. So how do you feel about that?
It's really nice that we have the luxury to pick out the slab that we're interested in and see everything. Also, we can see the bathroom tiles and the other flooring options over there as well. So at the design center, you have your selections that they offer. But once you go to the Arizona Tile, you see all the different options.
Nice. Yeah. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, and to be able to actually choose that slab, right? At that, at Arizona Tile, and then that actual slab is going to go to your home and get installed. I mean, that's a pretty cool experience. Any other parts about the home that you're most excited about?
I'm really excited about the primary bathroom, my closet, the pool also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going to choose the pool
Yeah.
outside.
For us, growing up in Nashville, we didn't really have the liberty like here in Vegas to have a lot of outdoor living. So, as much as the indoor living is important for us in the new home, we also want to extend it out to the outdoor living. I think over here with our new backyard oasis that we're going to build over here, it's going to be a lot of fun bringing in the pool, bringing in the grilling station.
Awesome.
Yeah, big screen TV out there. It'll be a lot of fun outside.
Awesome. And then remember, you guys, for new construction homes, the backyard is unfinished. So you have to go through a process to get the approval with the HOA, get the renderings, and then start the construction. How long is your backyard going to take to finish? Do you know?
So we've been quoted approximately 3 to 5 months.
Okay.
But it just depends on how extensive you want to go with it. We're going to have a pretty nice backyard oasis. So it's probably going to be closer to the 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, nice. And that's still a really nice short time frame, relatively speaking. I had clients that did their pool and it took over a year during COVID. So what's the hardest part about moving here from Nashville?
Well, all of my immediate family lives in Nashville, Tennessee. So I have 2 older sisters and my parents. They all live in Nashville. So leaving them behind will be very bittersweet to do so. But I'm very much looking forward to the new journey that involves Las Vegas.
So in the beginning, I started to work in Nashville, and then I built my own little community and group of friends. I'm gonna miss them, and I'm gonna miss my job, and I'm gonna miss everybody that I built for myself to be my family.
But you'll start your new family and your new community here,
Yeah.
right?
New journey, new life. Gonna create my own family.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. So how has the overall experience been with the home building process? Has it been easier or harder for you?
Well, overall, it's of course challenging. But that's why it's really important to find a realtor such as yourself that specializes in new construction. That way you can bridge any gaps that we would have for it.
It was way more easier for me and Ariel, my husband, to walk with you. You show us the way, you lead us.
When it comes to purchasing new construction, there's so many things that pop up, and you really need somebody that has expertise in that field to answer all your questions.
Absolutely. Was it a favorite part of the home buying process that, obviously there's step-by-step different phases. Was there a favorite phase so far?
It's a great question. I actually, ironically, thoroughly enjoyed the design aspect of things. I actually am a Tesla owner, and I had the luxury to kind of pick the inside interior of the car, the exterior of the car, the colors, and the different consoles and configurations. And I found that to be very exciting to do that in the home as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and customize all your dream finishes.
Yes.
And yeah, I cannot wait for you guys to complete the home this summer and then relocate here. So let's talk about the relocation. How are you managing the relocation to here?
We've taken a couple of trips over here and rented some Airbnbs and just drove around the city.
Yeah.
Definitely trying to get the lay of the land, so to speak, and visit all the different surrounding communities over here, the north, the south, the east, the west. And of course, we gotta go down to the strip every once in a while. But yeah, it's been really, really nice.
And are you going to be buying everything new here? Or are you going to be moving a lot of furniture and a lot of things from Nashville as well?
Sure. So coming from across the country, it's going to be very difficult to bring everything over. We've been kind of doing a cost analysis on renting a truck. And for the stuff that we want to bring over, it seems actually more economical to actually just buy fresh.
Okay, good to know.
And so we'll be hitting up the furniture stores here.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be perfectly matching the design of your brand new home, and that would be a fun furniture shopping.
Yeah, our house in Nashville actually is a 2-tone home, so a lot of the color schemes that we've chosen at the design center for this new home is going to be way different, a lot more warmer colors.
Yeah.
So our furniture doesn't quite match it back at home.
So how do you feel now that we're approaching closing this summer?
So it's been a very long journey from start to finish over here, and it's extremely exciting. My wife and I couldn't have picked a better time to move to Vegas in the summertime, so we are looking thoroughly forward to moving into our new beautiful home.
Amazing. And last question, on a scale of 0 to 10, how excited are you to walk into your finished home with all the design elements that you chose?
100.
I love
We're
that
really,
answer.
really, really excited.
Yeah.
We're really, really excited.
The perfect 100 score, overwhelming,
Amazing.
make it triple digits.
Yeah. So any last words for people that's watching this video that's maybe considering relocating here from another state? Just feedback, advice that you could give them?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, like anything, do your research. Make sure it all starts with the realtor. So before you find your house, before you find your neighborhood, you really need to find your realtor. She or he's going to be the one to guide you in your journey. And you need somebody that has has a lot of experience and somebody that's going to be honest and give you the candid feedback that you actually need. I would recommend, if you're looking for new construction homes, to find somebody that specializes in new construction. Once you have your realtor down, then find your neighborhood, because you want to be buying where you're going to bank at, where you're going to grocery shop at, where you're going to go out for restaurants. And then if a sense of community is what you're looking for, I strongly recommend Summerlin. Can't say enough good things about Summerlin for sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us your journey. I love sharing stories because so many people could relate to you guys, right? So many people could relate to your story that's considering moving here. And we're all here to support and be that resource for you. And that's why I make these videos, so that I get to meet people like you guys. So congratulations.
Thank you
thank
so
you so much. Appreciate it.
Of course. Welcome to Las Vegas. And just to wrap up this video, as always, if you're new to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're made aware of my weekly content. If you like this content where my clients are sharing their story, make sure you comment that below so we can make these content for you. Thank you so much, and see you on the next one.